We're always told, go big or go home, right? But what if the real power isn't in those extremes? Today, we're going to dig into something really interesting, the surprising strength you find right in the middle ground. It's all about the power of moderateness. So let's talk about this idea that's everywhere. You know the one I'm talking about. The story that says to really make it, you've got to push yourself to the absolute limit. Think about your career, your fitness, whatever. It's always about operating on the edge. But what if that whole thing is just an illusion? Okay, let's just ask the big question right now. Do you really have to burn yourself out to get what you want? I mean, is that constant, relentless grind the only path to success? And ends up creating this crazy seesaw in our lives. On one side, you've got that all-work, no-play hustle culture, right? Where taking a break feels like a crime. And then what happens? You inevitably crash down on the other side. Total burnout, all rest, because you just can't move. We're always swinging back and forth between these two crazy extremes. So hang on, what if there's another option? A different path that's, actually sustainable and maybe even more powerful in the long run? Well, this is exactly where the idea of moderateness comes in. So what is moderateness really? At its core, it's just balance. But listen, this is super important. This isn't about being mediocre or average, no way. It's about being precise. It's about finding that perfect sweet spot, not too much and not too little.
And look, this isn't some abstract philosophical thing. It's really practical. It's about creating a rhythm for your life that you can actually stick with, a real harmony between the work you put in and the joy you get out. It's kind of like a good workout plan, right? One that makes you stronger without getting you injured. That is moderateness in action.
Okay, so to really get why this balance is so crucial, we've got to talk about the flip side. We need to look at the very real dangers of living life at the extremes. And believe me, the consequences are pretty clear. Pushing too hard, well, that just leads to stress, burnout, you're left completely empty. But the other side of that coin, too much comfort, that's not the solution either. That just leads to feeling weak and stuck. So yeah, neither extreme is a good long-term plan. Really? This is the whole point. A balanced approach isn't about holding yourself back. It's about protecting yourself. It's like a shield for your most valuable assets, your mind and your body. Okay, so this all sounds good, right? But how do you actually do it? How do you make this a real thing in your day-to-day life? Well, let's break it down into some actual steps. All right, first, let's tackle a huge misconception. A lot of people hear moderation and they immediately think doing less or settling. They think it means you're not ambitious. But is that true? Absolutely not. Moderateness is not about doing less. It's about doing the right amount. See the difference? It means being smart and effective with your energy. Think precision over just raw power. So here's a super simple 3-step way to think about it. Step 1, just start noticing that all or nothing thinking and make a conscious effort to avoid it. Step 2, get real with yourself. Know your limits. What can you actually sustain? And number 3, remember this isn't a one-and-done thing. Choosing balance is a small choice